Everyone's talking about AI these days, and if AI feels like magic to you, you're not alone. That's why I'm going to use my background as a senior software engineer who uses AI every single day to turn you into someone who actually understands how this technology works. And by the end of this video, you'll know more about AI than 99% of people. And while everyone's arguing about whether AI is going to take over the world, the people who truly use it to their advantage are quietly building successful businesses, landing dream jobs, and solving problems in ways that seemed impossible until just recently. The gap between people who are AI literate and everyone else is growing every single day, so I'm going to explain it simply in a way that actually makes sense. First, let's define what AI actually is. Artificial intelligence is technology that allows computers and machines to perform tasks that normally need human intelligence. So it basically simulates how a human would think and act using things like problem solving, reasoning, creativity, and decision making. And AI is actually a massive field that covers everything from machine learning and robotics to deep learning and way more. But if we're being honest, when most people think about AI, they're actually just thinking about ChatGPT, which is actually a type of AI called an LLM, or a large language model. Basically, imagine training a computer on massive amounts of text data and letting it learn patterns from all that data. That's basically how you create large language models. Think of it like an extremely intelligent autocomplete system. For example, when you're on your phone and you type "the weather today is," your phone might suggest sunny to complete the sentence, but AI can do this for entire conversations like you'll see in ChatGPT, writing code, or even creative writing. It's calculating probabilities for what should come next based off statistical patterns that it learned from large amounts of data. Now, when you're actually using AI, whether it's ChatGPT, Claude, or any other assistant, you're essentially having a conversation. But there's actually an important limitation because these models have a constrained memory during each conversation or session. They can only see a limited amount of text at once, and that limit is called the context window. Basically, imagine talking to someone who can only keep the last few thousand words of your conversation in their head, and everything before that just slips away. That's basically how an AI's context window works. Earlier models had much smaller windows, while newer models can process significantly longer conversations and inputs. But once you go past that limit, anything outside of it is gone like it was never there. Now, to understand why this memory limit exists, it's important to understand how AI actually processes text. It basically breaks down everything into tokens. These are chunks of text that can be parts of words, full words, or even punctuation. In English, tokens typically represent a few characters on average, but this varies based on specific words and the language. A simple word like dog might be one token, while something like artificially could be broken down into multiple tokens. Think of all this as the token economy, where AI has a processing budget for every conversation, and tokens are the currency. Now, most people don't actually even leverage AI's full potential. They're using ChatGPT like a basic search engine when there are actually proven techniques that can turn generic AI responses into expert level advice. The real skill is in how you communicate with AI and how you write prompts. This is what separates beginners from people who are actually getting professional level results with AI, which leads us to the concept of prompt and context engineering. Context engineering, or a context injection, is like giving AI a cheat sheet before it answers your question, and you do this by strategically including relevant information in your prompt to guide the AI's response. So instead of asking something simple like "write me a marketing email," you can inject context about your audience, your brand voice, previous successful emails, and now you're getting results that look like they came from a legitimate marketing agency. A better prompt in this case would be "write a marketing email for my fitness coaching business, targeting busy professionals aged 25 to 40, use an encouraging tone, and promote my free workout guide in the process." The added context gets you a dramatically better response. And to get even better results, you can use context profiles. These are instructions that define how the AI should behave throughout a conversation. You can make the same AI act like a financial consultant, a creative writer, or a coding mentor just by changing these initial instructions. For example, instead of just asking the AI, "help me write better," you could start with the prompt, "You are a best-selling author with 20 years of writing and storytelling experience. You're known for creating compelling characters and plot twists. Here's my story introduction. Please critique it like you're mentoring a new writer." Obviously, there is a significant difference in the two approaches. The first approach gives you generic advice, while the second one gets you specific feedback on your work as if you hired a professional editor. The key is to being specific about who you want the AI to be and what personality and expertise you want them to bring. I actually like to keep a prompt library, which is a collection of tested, reusable prompts for common tasks that I know consistently produces good results. That way, I'm not starting from scratch every time I use AI and I can change the prompts accordingly for different situations. So I'd highly recommend building your own prompt library as you learn and experiment. This one habit alone will put you ahead of most people using AI. With that said, AI becomes way more powerful when you realize ChatGPT is just the beginning. Beyond general AI assistance, there are specialized tools designed for specific tasks, and you can use both together to handle virtually any challenge. For example, let's say you want to start an online business. You can use ChatGPT to research profitable niches and brainstorm product ideas. Then other specialized tools can help create your business plan, design your logo and marketing materials, build your website, and write all your sales copy and email campaigns. There are development tools that can write and test code, creative tools that can generate stunning images, edit professional videos, create music and design logos, research tools that can analyze data and summarize reports, or even no-code automation tools that help you build these complex workflows without knowing how to program. The people who understand this about AI aren't just saving time, they're building highly profitable businesses from their laptop that used to need teams of specialists. And they're solving complex problems in hours that used to take weeks. The key is understanding that AI isn't just one tool, it can be used as an entire ecosystem of tools that's already transforming how the smartest people work and build wealth. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to subscribe to the channel and sign up to my newsletter for more valuable content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.